Okay, you should be able to share your screen now.
Oh, Grace. Grace. Oh, sorry. All right, Gracie. Sit down. Sit. Sit.
Trouble.
Muszę się...
I'm just trying to get to my
First.
I can't find it. Ah, there we go.
Mommy, I play my room.
Okay, go ahead.
Peggy, if I am on my screen, will it pop up if there's someone in the waiting room, or do I have to check?
It'll pop up, but you might not see it. But it's already 2:04, so really by 2:05, it was 2:05 right now. So really, it's only 5 minutes anyway. So don't worry about it.
All right. Oh, just popped up. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Katie Lambrecht, the district nurse in Chicago Ridge. And thank you for joining me today for my presentation, Keeping Your Preschooler Healthy and Safe. I usually do a little bit different of a presentation, but I switched it up today because just to talk about something a little more relevant, which is COVID-19 and talking to your child about COVID-19. So children may worry about themselves, their family and friends getting sick with COVID-19. Parents, family members, school staff, and other trusted adults can play an important role in helping children make sense of what they hear in a way that is honest, accurate, and minimizes anxiety or fear. So these are just some tips on talking to your child about COVID-19 or if they're asking you questions about it. Remain calm. Remember that children will react to both what you say and how you say it. They'll pick up cues from the conversations you have with them and the conversations that you have with others around them. Reassure children that they're safe. Let them know it's okay if they feel upset. Share with them how you deal with your stress so that they can learn how to cope from you. Make yourself available to listen and to talk. Let them know that they can come to you when they have questions. Also, try and avoid language that might blame others or lead to stigma. It's important to pay attention to what your child sees or hears on the television, radio, or online. You can consider reducing the amount of screen time focused on COVID-19 just in your household in general. Too much information on any topic can lead to anxiety. Provide information that is truthful and appropriate for the age and the developmental level of the child. talk to them about how some stories on COVID-19 on the internet and social media and TV may be based on rumors or information. Children may misinterpret what they hear and can be frightened about something they don't understand. Teach children everyday actions to reduce the spread of germs. Remind them to wash their hands frequently and stay away from people who are coughing or sneezing or sick. And remind them to cough or sneeze into a tissue or their elbow, then throw the tissue away. If your child is in school, discuss any new actions that may be taken at school to help protect children and school staff. Okay, facts about COVID-19 to discuss with children. Try to keep the information simple. Remind them that health and school officials are working hard to keep everyone safe and healthy. Questions that they might ask, what is COVID-19? COVID-19 is the short name for coronavirus disease 2019. It's a new virus. Scientists and doctors are still learning about it. Recently, this virus has made a lot of people sick. Scientists and doctors are trying to learn more so they can help people sick. Doctors and health experts are working hard to help people stay healthy. Your child may ask, what can I do so that I don't get COVID-19? You can practice healthy habits at home in place to help protect against the spread. Wash your hands, wear a mask properly, avoid close contact, especially with those at a higher risk. Cover coughs and sneezes, and stay home if you can. What happens if you get sick with COVID-19? This can look different in many people. For many people, being sick with COVID-19 could be a little bit like having the flu. People can get a fever, cough, or have a hard time. Most people who have gotten COVID-19 have not gotten very sick. A small group of people who get it have had some serious problems. If you do get sick, it doesn't mean you have COVID-19. People can get sick from all kinds of germs. What's important to remember is that if you do get sick, the adults at home will help get you anything that you need. Some additional tips for your pre-K child. So the coronavirus pandemic is an unprecedented settling for people of all ages, and for small children, its changing nature and intense media coverage can be hard to comprehend. These are just a few guidelines to help keep your preschool age kids calm, informed, and feeling safe. Give age-appropriate facts and information. You can start by answering questions that your child may have about the virus or about what is happening. For example, why is school canceled, or why can we not go to the park or the library? You may need to talk about concepts like germs and how they get into our bodies. There are many good resources online in the form of like short social stories or episodes from some trusted children's television programs. PBS Kids website has a list of episodes, including Daniel Tiger, Sesame Street. These discuss germs as well as proper hand washing techniques for preschoolers. Expect that children may repeatedly ask the same question to a number of different people even. It may be beneficial to share how you're talking to your child about the virus with other trusted adults in your child's life. It helps children feel safe when they hear the same answer each time. Be available to your child and keep communication open, just offering extra encouragement and check-ins that your child may need. Emphasize that your home is a safe place and your family has the resources you need at home, and that you'll all be together. Talk with your child about all the things you have that can help your family to be safe and stay healthy, like good food, clean water, blankets, toys, things to play with. Be mindful that children pick up on our feelings as adults, our stress levels and anxiety. Adults need to practice self-care. Just try to limiting watching news programs when your kids are in the room, or having, you know, those adult conversations when the children are in the room. Discuss with your child that adults will be there to help. If your child does get sick, their loved ones will care for them. Doctors and nurses will also help if they are needed. You can encourage your child to remember another time when they were sick, and talk about what people did to help them feel better. You can also engage in pretend play with your child about taking care of someone who is sick, letting them choose to be the patient or the helper, such as a parent or doctor. Talk about things your child and family members can do to stay healthy. Focus on washing hands, catching coughs and sneezes, getting enough rest, eating healthy foods, drinking lots of water, and staying physically active when possible. Model and teach these behaviors and keep it, you know, lighthearted. For example, you can sing a song with your child while washing hands, prepare meals together, and just other active games and play together. Also really important is maintaining routines and schedules as much as possible. Bedtime and wake up time, meal and snacks, and several opportunities for active play every day are very important. Familiarity and predictability are calming to children and will help them adjust to the changes that we cannot control right now. Things may need to be done differently for a while, but we can still count on certain basic things to stay the same. You know, you can make the new normal fun by, you know, regular visits with grandparents and friends via video chatting, building, you know, pretend things in your living room, having a picnic in the backyard, weather permitting. And most importantly, remember that we are all in this together. With that being said, I just wanted to mention with the upcoming break we have coming up for Thanksgiving and then the winter break after that, you know, we're just all trying our hardest to practice social distancing during that time, so that we can limit the number of infections in the area, and just so we can have the kids keep coming to school. And I wanted to thank all of you guys as parents too for everything that you've been doing to keep your children safe, your family safe, your community safe, and just, you know, keeping your kids home when they're sick, and calling me when you're not sure when you should keep your child home, and all of those things are extremely helpful in keeping this as under control as we can. Let's see. All right, and I kind of wanted to open it up to see if any of you had any questions regarding what we're doing in the district as far as COVID policy, and if you guys wanted to talk about that. Is there anybody that has anything to say?
How often do the kids wash their hands while they're in school? Like right when they get in?
Yeah, so we have kids washing their hands pretty constantly when they're coming in, and definitely when they're going to the bathroom. We have installed hand sanitizing stations in the classrooms and the offices, and also having them more frequently washed traditionally with soap and water.
Right.
It's definitely a priority, and I think the fact that they're not eating meals in school right now is kind of helping.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a focus on hand washing.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody else have any questions or concerns?
For me, no, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and I know we have a lot of we have some resources on our website, crsd1275.org. If you are, wondering what policies we are following, we are getting our guidance currently from the Illinois State Board of Education and Illinois Department of Public Health as far as when we're deciding, if a child needs to stay home or be excluded from school.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I do actually have a question.
Sure.
Because I have my niece that I take care of, and her school shut down, Richards. How is it different? How are they shut down and you guys are staying open? Is it just because of the cases, the number of cases that you guys have, or how does that work? Basically,
so a big concern with why a lot of schools are, pausing to go remote for a certain amount of time now is so if we have, a certain number of staff members who are either, homesick or have to quarantine because they're considered like a close contact of someone,
right.
And we don't have enough sub coverage, that would be an indicator that we would, possibly have to go remote. So we're looking at those numbers closely, and that's actually all available on the website too. Each week it's updated every Friday, like how many staff members we have out quarantined, how many students.
Right, I do see that in emails as well.
I bet. And also, it depends on, of course, the number of cases, but also are these cases being linked to possible school transmission? So say we have a student who parent reports they test positive, but the parent knows that, maybe grandpa also tested positive first, and he was there first, so the child. So we're looking at a lot of different factors.
Factors, different.
What would be a final decision for actually moving to full remote? And yeah, we're looking at guidance closely, but
well, thank you. I was just curious of how you guys went about deciding to stay open and not closing.
There is a lot of factors, and also the positivity rate in the community in general is always factored into those decisions too. Okay, is there any other questions or concerns? Nope.
Actually, it's not a concern. It's for the school uniform. My other child was to use a uniform, so when he go to school now without a uniform, he feel like something different. He feel like, I'm not going to school, are we going to somewhere else? This is what the question that he been asking since I moved and the corona starts and we stay home, so now it's different. So is there any plan even in the future to let them wear uniforms?
I know that has been brought up before, and I don't think it's something that's, being discussed at this time. But it certainly is, if it's something that you're interested in, you could always request to speak to the board during one of their monthly meetings. But right now, I think that is not something that we're exploring, no.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so if no one has any other questions about our COVID policies, I did just have one more thing I wanted to touch on, and that is Some of you who had preschoolers here last year may have recalled that we had a dental van come to the school actually it's available for all students. And we are looking to do that again this year, of course, closer to this, in the spring, closer to summer. And it's a really nice program. They come to the school and they do a cleaning and a checkup, and they'll even come back and do any restorative care that needs to be done with the parents' permission, of course, like filling cavities and stuff like that. Unfortunately, last year we had the initial visit with the cleanings, and then we weren't able, when the school shut down, we obviously weren't able to follow up with that. But we are looking to schedule that for sometime closer to the end of the year. And hopefully we can get permission slips out to everybody as soon as we get some dates in mind. So it was just a really successful turnout last year, I thought. And, you know, a lot of kids were able to see dentists who maybe have never been able to see a dentist before. So, and it is, you know, free to everyone. So just keep a lookout for that.
Awesome.
Okay. Any questions? Any concerns?
No.
Okay. Well, I really just want to thank everybody for joining me today. And please feel free to reach out if you do think of anything that you want to ask me.
Awesome. And thank you too for taking care of our little ones.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And stay safe.
Yeah, stay
you.
safe, definitely.
Me too.
Okay, then thanks so much, Katie, for presenting for us today. And parents, please don't forget to either on Dojo or through email, let your child's teacher know that you did attend today.
Okay. Awesome.
Thanks. Thank you for coming.
you.
Thank you. And then Katie, will you make me host again?
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Do that. Hold on. Okay. Where are you? Okay.